Okay. Generally, in this chapter, particularly we discuss about the mechanical waves. Okay. Mechanical waves means generally they require some material medium for the propagation of this wave. Okay. Generally, we ask what is meant by waves. Wave is nothing but in any medium, like solid or liquid or gas. Okay, suppose this is one solid. Okay. Like string. Suppose the string is fixed at one end and you are holding the other. Okay. And there, suppose you are producing some disturbance in the wave by holding this string. Okay. Just moving up like this. Okay. Shaking your hand, moving up. And again brought back to this position. Means you just disturbed this end. Okay. Immediately due to that disturbance, you will get one vibration like this at this end. That vibration is appear like one kind of peak here what represented. This is actually called as pulse. Okay. Pulse means just disturbance. Yeah, are you able to hear my voice now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So here, suppose some disturbance created. Okay, that disturbance is up here like a peak. It is called as pulse. Okay, that type of pulse, suppose you are continuously producing like this, then this pulse, whatever generated from antenna from here, tries to move towards the right end. Means this wave, means this pulse generated. Again, suppose if you shake this string here from this position, it may go to this position here. Means moving towards right in the string. Okay, that kind of propagating. Okay, here in the string. Okay, is the propagation of pulse, of course, called as, right? While propagating, generally we consider this pulse is moving along the string with some constant velocity, we say. Okay. Same thing, suppose if you shake this string as well as down, means like instead of shaking the string only in the upward direction and come back to this position. Okay. Instead, if you shake up and down, then you will get this type of pulse up as well as down lines. Okay. This is actually, you see, the combination of pulses. Okay. If you continuously shake up and down like this, then these type of pulses continuously produced and propagate like this. Right? This is called as the combination of pulses, called as wave. This is the difference between pulse and wave. Means simply you can say a part of wave is called as pulse. Okay, very simple, in a simple manner. And here, suppose without any disturbance, means without any obstacle at the other end. Actually, here we connected the other end to the wall. Suppose here it is not a solid, like in the air, you are creating some disturbance continuously.
Yes, sir.
In air, generally, the wave, whatever you produce, continuously propagates without any reflection from the other end. Okay. Such type of waves are called as probe waves. Okay, basically. And suppose if the wave here obstructed by an obstacle, okay, and again reflected back and again superposed over the same wave, then the resultant wave produced is called as stationary wave. Okay. Means the fundamental difference what you observe here, there is no obstacle, here there is an obstacle. From the obstacle, it is reflected back. Okay, reflected back and again superposed, combined with the same wave. Such type of wave is called as stationary wave. So basically, we are classifying the waves into two types. Okay, progressive and stationary. Right? Is it clear, Nana?
Yes, sir.
Pulse and wave. In the waves, what are the types of waves? Still many types of waves are there, but in concern to our waves for our exams, we discuss only two types of waves. One is progressive, other is stationary. Okay. Then,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Then here, Nana, suppose first if I take the pulse, okay, then that pulse mathematically how to represent. Okay. For a while, can I mute the voice, Nana, your voice?
Okay, sir.
Uh, yeah, I am muting your voice. And if you have any doubt, you can unmute and ask. Okay, na? Right. So here, if you see, suppose it is the pulse. Okay, in the pulse, mathematically, how to represent the propagation of the pulse? Propagation means the pulse, if you consider here like this, in the pulse, many particles are there of the medium. Those particles have different displacements, okay, along y-axis, have different displacements. That displacement is just like vibration. That vibration of a particle in your first year, you know, represented as a function of only T there. Okay. If that vibration is sinusoidal, then the displacement in first year we represented it as A sine omega t. This is the displacement of particle in the pulse. Okay. And here you may get some confusion. What for the particle means in the pulse, they're produced and it is not in progression, means not propagating. Pulse is generated and that pulse is generated at the same position only. It is not moving forward with some velocity. Means if velocity is equals to 0, then the particles vibrate at that position only. That's why the displacement of particle you can represent as a function of only that. Okay. And you know, if it is not started from origin, suppose started like this, then you know in our first year we add some additional initial phase. Okay. Means as a function of time plus some phase angle we add there. Okay. And here suppose that phase angle is negative like this. One pulse is taken. Then here we take it is a function of time plus here the phase angle is on means it is on negative axis now. So the phase angle we write it as phi. Here the phase angle is on positive axis. Initial phase or epoch. Okay. This is what we migrate from oscillations chapter now. If the pulse is vibrating at the same position, Okay. But here, when you come to waves, the pulse, whatever generated here, propagates in the medium. Propagating means it has some velocity and the position of a particle continuously change. Okay. At that instant, how do you represent the wave? Okay. So here, for that, what I am saying, at that instant, you assume the pulse is taken. Okay, assume like this. And there is a particle in the pulse. Suppose it is P. Okay. And here it is the displacement of particle. Let it be 1. And that particle from origin, it is at a distance of say some x naught. Okay. And here suppose it is propagating towards right, means along positive x-axis. Okay. Then after certain time, the position of the pulse will not be here at the origin like this. Outside, after certain time, extend this pulse here after certain time. It may come to here like this. Means see here, previously the particle is at this position. Now the same particle will come to here. Okay. To come to here means we say now the particle is at a distance of some x. Okay, from origin. And here previously we measured that x little here with the peak. That peak came to here from this position. Okay, so from this position on the y-axis, the peak traveled forward here, okay, to that position. So if you see this part particularly is equals to how much after certain time means here the pulse is propagating forward with some constant velocity. If velocity is equals to constant, we write it as displacement by time moment. So displacement is equals to velocity into time. So this displacement, we write it as x is equals to v into t. Okay. So look at here. Previously, we measured from the peak. Okay, from the peak to the position of this one as x naught. Okay. Now look at that x naught. Here, how can you write after certain time? After certain time means look at this part. Suppose if you give the names like O, here this is A and it is B. Okay. X naught means I require AB now. AB is nothing but what? Look at here. OB full minus OA. So AB can be written as OB minus OA. Okay. OB is what? X minus here OA is what? OA is nothing but V. So here the displacement, if you see, okay, along x-axis, not only changing with the position, but also changes with the time. That's why the displacement of the particle here, okay, look at the same position, if you see, at the same position, if you see here, previously it is the displacement. Now look at, this is the displacement. Means compared to previous displacement, now the displacement is changed or not. Okay. So that's what he is saying. The displacement along y-axis, okay, not only changes with the position, but also changes with the time. That's why we can't say the displacement of a particle is just a function of time. Okay, time and x. How, sir? We write it as x minus vt. This is the difference now, basic difference. Okay, so I think you understood here. It is function of time when the pulse is just vibrating, there only, not propagating. And if the pulse is propagating, we write the same displacement as a function of both time and displacement as x minus v. Okay, and observe there now. This is moving along what? Positive x-axis, while moving along positive x-axis. Okay. Similarly, if you write, if the pulse is propagating not along positive x-axis, along negative x-axis, you can write the same equation in the same way. If you derive, you will get y is equal to function of x minus becomes plus v. Okay, when the wave is propagating along negative x-axis. Okay, till now, okay, if you ask, very simple. This is also the equation of pulse, okay, when the wave is propagating along positive x-axis only. But while propagating, same diagram I'm rewriting here. Actually, here I selected the particle towards the positive x-axis. Suppose if I select one particle here, okay, then for that particle, initial displacement from origin, we write it as some x naught. Okay, when the pulse is propagating forward, and suppose the pulse comes to here in the same way. Okay, that time now, suppose here this one is moving with some constant velocity is equals to constant. Then look at here, this particle may come to this position. Okay, that position, if you observe now, it is actually from origin at a distance of x. Okay, the particle E. Now move to here. And here it is traveling with some constant velocity v towards right means. If you see the peak from here to there, traveled means this distance. Already I wrote there, that is equals to v. Okay. And here, if they ask, okay, what will be the displacement, okay, x naught, if they ask, okay, look at here, Nana, Vt is greater than x in this case, okay. So if you want to write the x naught, position of that particle, okay, when compared to the previous one, what I have to write, okay, compared to the previous one. Okay, Nana? That one we have to write, this is Vt minus x this time. It is a function of Vt minus x. That's what I told you. Means if you write it as a function of either x minus Vt or Vt minus x, which is t minus x by v, both are correct only. Anyone you can take, Nana. Okay. So while writing, when you come to the numericals, if they give you as a function of x minus vt, that is correct only. Or t minus x by v or et minus x, if they give, that is also correct. Both are correct only. Both are taken while moving along positive x-axis. Okay. Then, sir, suppose it is traveling along negative x-axis. Negative x-axis. Then in the same way, if we derive, you will get y is equals to a function of bt plus x. Okay. So here these are the basic concepts related to the pulse, which are represented with as a function of x minus vt or vt minus x. Okay. Here you will get some confusion while writing those pulses now. What, sir? Here if I ask, will you write what is the velocity of particle? What is the velocity of wave? Okay. Look at here, velocity of wave, while deriving only I told, it is the velocity of the wave traveling with a constant velocity. Or here in case of pulse, it is the velocity of pulse. That VW, I gave it as V. Okay, what will be the velocity of particle? Is displacement is equals to function of what we wrote for the pulse, either x minus vt or vt minus x. Okay, when it is traveling along positive x-axis, right? Here you may get some confusion. This is the displacement of whom? If someone asks, I say it is the displacement of a particle in the propagation of the wave or pulse. Okay, that one when we see in the books, they generally write the displacement of wave. Displacement of wave means we have to understand that is the displacement of particle in the wave. Okay, so don't say dy by dt if you take the differentiation. Okay, actually we have to take if two variables are there, partial differentiation, which is dou y by dou t. Okay, won't give the velocity of wave number. Keep in mind. Okay, so here even though they say it is the displacement of wave, okay, don't argue, sir, the displacement of wave first derivative gives the velocity of the wave. It is absolutely wrong. That's why I'm giving more clarity here. This is not the displacement of wave, displacement of a particle in the wave. So you are differentiating what the displacement of particle. Displacement of particle means it gives what velocity of the particle in the wave. That's why if I differentiate this one, dou y by dou t, which is the velocity of particle, I will get f dash into x minus t. Okay, velocity of particle into, with respect to time differentiating. So x is constant. So differentiation of this one is 0. Into I have to write minus v. I think you know the differentiation. So velocity of particle is equals to what I got? Minus v of wave into first derivative f dash into x minus f dash x minus first derivative of a equation. Okay, right. This is the relation between velocity of particle and velocity of wave. Both are not equal. Okay, that is one representation, Nana. And here, if we enter into, ఇది క్లియర్ గానే ఉంది కదా నాన్న? ప్రోగ్రెసివ్ వేవ్ ని ఎలా రిప్రజెంట్ చేయాలి? ఓకే, ఇలా రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తే దిస్ ఇస్ రాంగ్, ఇలా రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తే దిస్ ఇస్ కరెక్ట్. ఫాలో అవుతున్నావా?
ఎస్ సార్.
ఓకే, క్లియర్ గానే ఉంది కదా? ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉందా ఇందులో?
లేదు సార్, క్లియర్ గానే ఉంది.
షూర్, నో డౌట్.
ఎస్ సార్.
ఓకే, పక్కా. రైట్. దెన్ ఇక మనము కొద్దిగా వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాను అన్న ఆబ్జెక్టివ్లోకి, కాస్త డెప్త్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నాం, ఫండమెంటల్స్లోకి. ఓకే, ఇబ్బంది ఏం లేదు కదా?
లేదు సార్.
ఇంకా మనం ఇంకొద్ది డెప్త్లోకి వెళ్దాం ఇందులో. రైట్, ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఒక ఈక్వేషన్ వాడు మనకి ఇలా ఇచ్చాడు అనుకున్నాం. రైట్, అంటే హౌ టు సే ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ ప్రోగ్రెసివ్ వేవ్. ఓకే, అది ఇక్కడ చెప్పాను. బట్ హీఈస్ గివింగ్ సమ్ కండిషన్ ఫర్ అస్. ఓకే, ఇదే పెద్ద వాడు కండిషన్ ఇచ్చాడు కానీ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ బిగ్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఫర్ అస్ యాక్చువల్లీ. వాట్ ఈస్ ద కండిషన్?
ఎస్ సార్.
ఓకే, రైట్. First part and second part, both.
Yes, sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Okay. So if you see here, by differentiating this equation, the second equation, y is equals to 2a sin kx cos omega t 2 times. Okay. And dividing those two. Again, I got here omega square by k square, which is v square. Means it is also following the equation dou square y by dou t square is equals to v square into dou square y by dou. Both the equations are following what y is equals to a sin kx minus omega t, y is equals to 2a sin kx cos omega t. Both the equations are following the differential form of wave equation. This one, dou square y by dou t square is equal to v square into dou square y by dou t square. So generally student will conclude, okay, sir, since it is both are following this equation, sir, so both are progressive waves, sir. But actually both are not progressive waves. That is exactly in the form of x minus vt. If I take k comma, that is in the form of x minus vt. But it is not in the form of x minus vt. So it is not progressive wave, that is progressive. So you have to understand that any wave here may or may not follow this equation. Okay, but progressive wave follows this equation. Okay, yes, and you have to understand properly now. Any progressive wave follows dou square y by dou t square is equals to v square into dou square y by dou x square. But the wave following this equation is not concluded as progressive waves. Means the vice versa is not true, what I am saying. Generally, when wave is propagating in a medium, okay, at an instant after certain time, okay, generally the displacement of particle when it is not propagating means the particle is vibrating at that position only, not moving forward. Generally in first year we write already derived equation using the reference circle. We derive this equation a sin omega t. If there is some phase difference plus or minus phi, this is called as the initial phase in your first year. It is called as initial phase or epoch. Okay. So without initial phase means it is exactly oscillating at a mean position. Okay. Then there is no initial phase. Directly we get a sin omega t. Right. Then here what he is saying, suppose the particle is moving forward means propagating in a medium. Okay, it is in progression. Okay, progressive. It is progressive wave propagating in a medium. Okay, like a traveling wave or progressive wave, they will call in with different names now. For that, generally I told now, it is a function of like x minus vt, what I already told. Okay, or the function of here t minus x by v. Anything we can write. This one previously I already explained. I think you remember by taking v out, t minus x by v. So here, suppose there is no initial phase, phi equals to 0. Then I have to write y is equals to a sin omega t. Okay. Now, for the progressive wave, I have to write y is equals to a sin. It is not only function of time, but also function of x means omega into, instead of time, I have to write t minus x by v. Okay. So if I write like this now, look at y is equals to, you will get a sin, if I take omega into omega t minus omega by v into x. Okay, this omega by b, we call it as propagation constant k. Okay, this one, see here, still it is there on the board. Y is equals to, I write a sine omega t minus omega b by b, I write it as k, kx, where k is equals to what? Omega by b. Omega by b means, look at here, b is equals to, I will get omega by k. This one what I told here. Okay, where the v is not velocity of particle, velocity of the wave square is omega square by k. Okay, so we can write that in the form of a sine omega t minus kx. Okay, or if you write x minus vt form, we can write this one as y is equals to a sine kx minus omega. Both are correct. Already I told. Okay, this is the representation of one wave. Okay, that is also a representation of one wave. Both clearly previously I explained. When you get x minus vt, when you get t minus x by v. In the pulse I explained. Okay, Nana? And then here, that trigonometric wave equation, what I got here, y is equals to either a sine kx minus omega t or omega t minus kx. You can write in different forms now. How, sir? Simple. Y is equals to a. Suppose I take this equation from here and there. Y is equal to a sine. If I take omega out, okay, then I can write it as kx by omega minus t. Okay. Then k here y is equals to a sine omega into, already I told Nana, b is equals to omega by k. So k by omega means I have to write, just I am reciprocating this equation, 1 by b. Okay, so k by omega I will get 1 by b means x by b minus t. This is another form. Okay, sir, why don't we write omega in terms of time period? Yes, y is equals to a sine omega, you write it as 2 pi by t into x by b minus t, another form. Sir, why don't we write in terms of frequency? Yes, y is equals to a sine omega is equals to 2 pi by t is frequency mu into x by b minus t. Okay, why don't we take not omega, sir, k out? Okay, y is equals to a sine, you can write by taking k out, k into x minus omega by k into t, same equation. K is taken out. And here this can be written as a sine k into x minus omega by k is v, x minus vt. Okay, this is what I do. Function of x minus v. Function of either t minus x by v or x by v minus 2. Okay. And here, sir, k, how can we write in some other form, sir? Very simple. B is equals to, you already wrote here, omega by k. Omega, v is equals to nu lambda. Already I derived previously. Omega is here already we wrote in form of omega 2 pi by t, which is equals to 2 pi nu. So 2 pi nu by k. Okay. Then look at here, nu cancel. Okay. Then k is equals to, you can write it as 2 pi by lambda. So you can write even in terms of wavelength also. So the propagation constant, wavelength are inversely proportional. From here we can write. Okay. So in place of k, I can write there y is equals to a sine k, k is 2 pi by lambda into, I can write x minus. All they are, any one you can take as the equation of wave, even in the reverse form also. Reverse form means omega t minus k, means t minus x by v, t minus here also x by v, Here also Vt minus x, the reverse form also is the equation of wave diagram. Okay, these are different forms only in trigonometric form, and you can write that even with the cos also. Suppose the wave here given like this, then you can say initial phase is equals to 0, 5. Without 5 we wrote, by taking 5 is equals to 0. Okay. Suppose the wave is started like this, right? Then that is actually in mathematics the graph for cos function. So you can write y in the form of cos also. So you can write in the form of either sine or cos, or suppose the wave is started like this. Okay, then here already some initial phase is there. So you can add some initial phase here. Means like y is equals to a sine, if I want to write in this form, x minus omega t, additionally some plus 5. Okay, I think you know when to write minus 5 if the wave is taken like this. Okay, started somewhere from here. Okay, like this. Started from here. Then I have to write y is equal to a sine x minus omega t minus 5. Okay, and these are the equations what I wrote in general for the wave propagating along positive x-axis. Okay, negative x-axis what to write, you know that. Negative x-axis means we have to write t plus x by v. Means here we have to write y is equals to a sine kx plus omega t. That is when the wave is propagating along negative x-axis. Kx minus omega t for the wave propagating along positive x-axis. Okay, these are the different forms of equations of. Here in this derivation, okay, you concluded already. This is the velocity of wave, which is dx by dt. Okay. Last but not least, what I'm saying here, when the wave is propagating in a medium, actually what is propagating in the medium? Okay. Why? Because here these are all actually representations of, in this chapter we are saying mechanical waves. Medium is required. Okay. There, for the mechanical wave, when you put some disturbance, okay, that disturbance is propagating in the medium. This is one representation only. This is actually not the path followed by the disturbance. That is wave representation. Okay. That too in trigonometric form, like sine function or cos function. While propagating, actually what is propagating? Means you are creating some disturbance in a medium. Okay, that gives some information to you that disturbance is nothing but you are creating some energy. That energy is carried by the medium particles and that energy is propagating through the medium. Keep in mind. So who is actually progressing forward? The energy is progressing. Okay. And while propagating through the medium, here the medium particles are also vibrating. Okay. Those medium particles for vibration, they absorb some energy now. Okay. They absorb some energy means the total energy, whatever you created here, is not completely carried to the other end. Okay. Means practically if you see in the progression, the energy gradually decreases when you come to the other side. Okay. But we take the ideal case while solving the numericals by keeping the energy constant and it is not dying, okay, when it travels through certain distance. Okay.
Sir.
కనపడుతుందా?
Yes.